Nancy done hung herself. We already know Barry gone. This Brian dude done went up the stairs and potentially shot up Donald, but I doubt it. I doubt it. It's gonna be a twist or something. I wanna know if he actually did. They should have showed us on the preview. But hey y'all, welcome back to another review with Life with Chelsea. This for Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 4, Episode 21. Okay, so what else happened? Cause look, so much happened. I said, look at Tyler Perry. But I actually enjoyed this episode more than any of the other episodes so far. But yeah, this would be the season finale, you would think, the way they ended things. But yeah, okay, who we gonna start with first? I guess Kareem. Okay, so Sharon was she was just freaking out about everything, and she was like, Kareem, say something, say something. And I'm still confused. I don't know if he alive or not, because the doggone police officer was over here. He just threw up his hands. I said, what does that mean? Do that mean he got a pulse? Do that mean he's gone? Like, use English, speak something. But look, I said, I know y'all ain't, look, Nancy done hung herself. I said, Nancy gone. We already know Barry gone. Nancy gone. They trying to take out Jason. Who else? Kareem potentially gone. I said, look, on the preview for next week's episode, they taking Nancy out and everything, and the police was like, mind your business. And what's her name? Miss Jody. Miss Jody was like, she is my business. And I said, yeah, I can believe that. I could believe that, but yeah, she do need to learn how to mind her business. But I say in this case, I don't know. I could see why she would want to know what's going on. But yeah, let's finish with Sharon first. We might as well go and get her out the way. So, she freaking out and everything. Dale calls her. Look, Dale surprised me. I was on the phone and everything. If you listen to my live reaction review, I was like, I was so shocked because I had turned my head and he said he knew how to use it now. But yeah, he sounds so sick of this. I said, I understand, because look, they done had you shot with rubber bullets and all this other stuff, folks coming in and out, but I was still keeping an eye on this Antonio dude though, because you never know what he's capable of. I thought when the police was at the door, I thought that was gonna be him and he was gonna want to know what happened to his cousin and everything. But yeah, in regards to Sharon, she called the police. First Dale called her, and she started freaking out and everything. And Antonio was watching Dale. He was watching him, and I said, "You better watch your back." So he was like, he wanted to talk to him when he got off the phone, and he was like, the store closed, and he's like, yeah, I know, and all this stuff. And he was talking, he was about to say or do something, and Dale just came from behind the counter so fast with the weapon or whatever. And I said, well, Dale, I understand, because they do keep trying you now. They keep trying you, so I understand. But Antonio wanted him to turn his back, or because he was like, you gonna come out the door? He said twist. He said twist. Look, Dale turned into a completely different person. Look, for real, because first he be acting like, oh, he don't know what to do, he's so scared and all this stuff. I said, look, he done did a whole 360. But yeah, then eventually Dale ends up going to Kareem's or whatever. What? Wait, I skipped over a part. Antonio was mad because he was asking about the product and everything. And then when he went outside, he called Alan and was like, your boy got the package. He like, yeah. And then he was like, he watched the footage. He took everything. And I'm about to say Antonio. Alonzo told a story to Alan, like, oh, he didn't. And Alan told him that they had other cameras. And I said, now why would he take the other substances or whatever? I said, was he taking it so he won't have to never go back? You know how Hunter keep asking him for more and more, so he won't, because Hunter already told him what he gonna do to him if he don't get what he want. So I was like, was he using that for his advantage? How you gonna hide it? Where did he hide it? He told him something and he gave him the keys or whatever. But yeah, I was like, was he planning on keeping it so he won't have to keep going back and forth or whatever? But yeah, Antonio said he had his own cameras in there. So I said, okay, if he had his own cameras, did he see everything that's been going on beforehand? Because they've been studying in and out that doggone pharmacy. But what else happened in regards to him? Sharon ends up calling 911. And the police, they said something, sound like they said something about something happened at the pharmacy. A neighbor called her screaming. So they come in, they was like, what's going on here? And she's like, she tell them what happened. And then you did this? And they was like, they need backup, And then, wait, yeah, I think before that Dale had came and everything, then that's when they came in. They put her in handcuffs. On the preview for next week's episode, they saying that they need both of them to come down to the station. So now she done got arrested. I said, look, if Nancy gone, Barry gone, Richard gonna lose it. He might just go to that compound place. He might just, but yeah. Why didn't Priscilla tell? We might as well get that out the way anyways. Okay, before we get to that part about Priscilla, let's finish up with Sharon now. What was I about to say? Oh, she was like, Kareen this and Kareen. She was just still, I guess she in shock. And the other police went checked his pulse, and he just threw up his hand. He threw up his hand and whatever. So I'm guessing Kareen gone. We won't know until next week, I guess, or next season, because I think next week is the season finale. But yeah, I said use your words. I said, is he gone or not? Look, they don't kill Tyler Perry. That's his signature move, ain't it? He always want to make us think everybody on the show dead. Look, the has and have not. On the Florian's room, Eddie got gone, and then some more people got injured. No, I think they took out some people. Yeah, and I was like, look, that's his signature move, making us think that everybody gone on the show. But in regards to Alan, he hoping that Hunter dies or whatever, because he had to lace with that stuff. But Antonio calls Alan to let him know Dale was acting strange. He saw the footage. Alonzo took everything. So Alan ends up telling Alonzo who it belongs to, and he gives him, I think, the keys to wherever it is. What else? I think I already said about how Antonio was like, you gonna come lock the door? I said he wanted Dale to turn his back so he could one up him. That's what he wanted. They go to Nancy, and she's still talking about the highest healed her to Priscilla, because she was talking about she no longer has asthma. She said this was the funny part. Look, that whole interaction with her was funny. She was like, she going to bed, and Priscilla like, okay, I'll take you, I'll help you and everything. She looked at her, she said, I don't need your help. She was like, I don't swing that way. Oh, look, then she just was like, how's Sam? Then she was like, that B word. And she said, like, you should have ran him over. I said, okay, she crazy. I said, she crazy. And, she was like, what did she say? She's still talking about Barry gone. Nobody listening to her. Look, I feel like a lot of this could have been prevented if they had actually taken her seriously. I understand though, because she is or she was on this stuff. I think it's leaving her system. Well, we don't know now because she don't hung herself. And I said, I don't know. But yeah, she was like, she asked Priscilla why they hurt Barry. And she says if she dies, she can go with him or whatever. That's what Priscilla should have told Richard. But she did say, ain't she gonna go check on him? And he was like, no, she a light sleeper. He just want to let her, get some sleep, get some rest and all that. I was like, I understand that part. But she should have said, she said she was still talking about Barry gone. And she was like, if she died, she could go with him or whatever. Maybe Priscilla didn't think it was such a big deal. And I feel like that's how they got in. A lot of them got in this situation because they don't think what anybody is saying is a big deal, But, what else? I already said about Sharon calling the police. Sam calls David, and he tells him he thinks that they onto him. So David ends up telling Jason they gotta go. Jason finally talking about something, he's gonna do whatever he says and everything. So David was about to get him a weapon. As soon as he was about to do that, I said, you fool. I said, now why would you? He don't stabbed you. I understand desperate time call for desperate measure and all that good stuff, but at the same, I don't know. I don't know. Would y'all be able to give him a weapon in that situation if he already done attempted to take you out once? I mean, considering they still outnumbered. Look, did y'all see all them guards out there at the end of the episode? I said they still outnumbered regardless. So I don't know. I don't know if I would take a chance. He's like, yeah, I'm with you. Whatever you say. But then he was like, no, on second thought, I just take my chances. And then he told him to stay down. And he's like, yeah, okay. That's I still would watch my back because he might feel like you slowing him down. He's like, I could get out of it. Well, he can outsmart them. You know what? David might be holding Jason back. I just thought about that. David definitely might be holding Jason back because, the Secret Service job is to watch them. If he was able to get out of that White House so many times, maybe David is slowing him down. But what happened to the other guy? I said that on my live reaction video. I said, what happened to the other guy? Remember when they first showed that they had Jason? They had two guys, right? Unless I'm tripping, but I could have sworn they had two guys. But what else happened? Okay. Priscilla asked Richard if he's okay. He hasn't heard from Barry. She's just trying to comfort him. And I already said that about she asked if he gonna go check on Nancy. Hunter over here higher than the kite. He still wants to go out. He was like, that's some good stuff. Did you get somebody new? I said, you fool. You don't even know. You so used to taking, well, the fact that you so used to take, I guess because they be different. I don't know how to describe it. They be a different person or, how do you say it? Whatever, that he can't tell. Because I was about to say, if you've been doing it that long, you should know. But he keeps saying it's some good stuff. And I haven't been this high and all that stuff. And I said, you fool. You don't even know that you've been poisoned. But they just said that he's poisoned. They didn't say if he actually gets taken out or whatever. I don't think he will be. But we'll just have to wait and see to season 5. But yeah, he's still talking about going out. So Alonzo calls Cal and lets him know about Hunter. Hunter still want to go out and everything. So he's like, do you want me to tell the chief of staff? He like, no. Telling him is telling the chief of staff and everything. And I guess Cal was like, he in the middle of something already dealing with his son. And I was like, look, then you got Cal over here. But I don't want to skip too far ahead. I don't think we at that part yet. About him suddenly having a conscience. I wonder what that's about. But yeah, Eli calls Victoria. He looks around. I said, this man don't. The way he talked to Simone and everything, it's like she's a burden to him or she's an obstacle. I said obstacle. I mean, technically, it's kind of the same thing, I would say. I don't know. I'm about to say I don't know yet. But he treat her like he treat her like she's standing in his way. Why they just won't? It's the same with Donald. Well, I know why Donald feel like he can't be open and everything, but I don't get it. Like then the whole conversation with him and Victoria kind of make it. I mean, it's been going on for years, but how long? Cause she was like, she should have married him. I said, y'all knew each other back then. I was like, wait a minute now. Cause I knew they had been messing around for years. I think they said since they was a governor or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe they'll dive deeper in this upcoming season because it's about to be the season finale. So, but yeah, he looks around or whatever. So I said, "How now? That's a see-through glass. Like, how long she was standing there? How long was she standing there?" But yeah, Eli calls Victoria and they was talking about Hunter at first and everything. She was like, she worried because they waiting to hear. I think about Jason. They waiting to hear something. And they was talking about him at first. Then Victoria started talking about if Hunter and Simone both died, they could be together. And I was like, look, what if they feel like, okay, Hunter out, because he's supposed to get poisoned. Hunter out, next is Simone. And they fight. Look like they fighting on next week's episode. I was like, you better watch Victoria. She kind of crazy. She was like, my husband might fall. I said, lady, your husband don't. Been there, done that, still doing it, and now that he finna get sworn in or whatever, he finna be doing it even more. I was like, she steady making it seem like, okay, Victoria just pushing up on him. I think more so Eli don't want Simone to go to this dinner or lunch or whatever because he know that he know that Victoria gonna say something. But then again, he didn't know that she put the doggone earring in there, so I wouldn't say that. But yeah, I said, look, because if she go to that, well, she obviously went because on the preview the next week they fighting. And she probably gonna tell her, look, we already been sleeping together. I thought after all these conversations she done overheard the earring and the jacket and all this stuff. I thought she knew, but the way she talking, it's one of those situations where the woman feel like, oh, you pushing up on my man versus the obvious that they've been sleeping together. But yeah, then they started talking about being together and everything. So she comes in and he was like, before that he was like, I love you and everything. And then he was like, okay, John, and all that stuff. I said, now, doggone well, because you knew better. But this can't come as a shock because, like I said, he was on video chat. Who gets on video chat when they wife in the other, right next door? Not even next door. Was she in the same room or was that the other time he was over here on the phone with Victoria? He just don't care. This is why I say he don't care about Simone. Simone trying to get busy and everything. He's like, oh, not right now. I'm really busy and all this other stuff. Another red flag. But he rejects her. He act like he just look when he know that Victoria slept with Sam, so she out here sleeping with any and everybody, but you still over here wanting her and what folks don't think. I don't understand. But Simone was like, who basically she was like, who was the lady on the phone that he said I love you to? He talk about some Jun. He like, that was Jun. I said y'all. I said y'all. She said excuse me, getting choked up. This way, he thinks she's stupid for real. And she told him, she basically told him or whatever. He like, I said y'all. I love y'all. I guess he said he loved John and the family. Man, I got a headache. Lord Jesus. But yeah, she leaves out, she mad and everything. He hits the desk and all that. I said, you should have been hit the desk in that case. I said, first of all, you shouldn't have hit the desk or been upset that she heard you. Cause you on video chat. You the other day you running was he running water to sound make it the sound make the sound, you know what you do to make it seem so people can't hear you or whatever. And you called out her name and I was like, man, I don't know. Okay, let Victoria get that spot. She gonna find out who she is and how she operate. Cause once that spot is filled by him or whatever fully, she gonna have to find her a new side piece. Somebody gonna be her new side piece. But I'm ready for everybody else to find out she been messing around with Eli. Maybe then they'll start to connect the dots, that they told a bunch of baloney about this whole, what's been going on in the White House. But what else happened? Bobby and Priscilla still trying to hook up. They make sure he want to make sure she's still coming. She says, well, she want to make sure he's still coming and everything. He asked her what she need. And look, Max still trying to warn Bobby. Then he's like, should I stay? And everything. He's like, why would you stay? And he's like, cause in case Sam comes, so he can have his back. And I was like, I said during the live, I was like, I like their friendship ever since they became friends and everything. I do, but they don't never listen to each other. Bobby don't listen to Max about Priscilla, and Max don't listen to Bobby about Kyle. But yeah, I really liked this episode, y'all. But what else happened? Yeah, Max still trying to warn Bobby about everything. He ain't listening. He's just so desperate to sleep with somebody. He's just so desperate. But then they show Kyle. Kyle lets Donald know he got eyes on two potentials. Wait a minute. Okay, Sam. That's what I wrote that before that. Okay, Kyle lets Donald know he got eyes on two potentials. Two potentials being he see two people, but he not sure who it is. Donald over here talking about so go kill whoever that is, and Kyle basically saying, you think that's a good idea? Right. Yo, bodies dropping. Now Jason is allegedly gone, and y'all don't blame everything on him. And all these bodies still dropping. Don't y'all think they're gonna connect the dots and say, okay, bodies still dropping in connection to the White House. Hold on, what was that? Body still dropping in connection to the White House or whatever. So obviously it wasn't the boy. I mean, he done did a lot, but they done did a lot too. So I'm like, okay, and he trying to tell him that he don't care. He's still talking about just take everybody out. And then he's like, do you want that boy to take us down and all this stuff? And Cal brought us something about they did something and they killed some. Why I keep saying it? Well, it is what it is now. It's too late. I already done said it. They done took out innocent people that had nothing to do with it. And he don't care. Donald really don't. I want to know what's that Donald in that bed. If it is, Cal finna make this man pay. But it look like he still made it out. I don't know if he they gonna find him more than likely, but still. Now Donald could have had on the vest if there was him. He could have went out. He could have got a dead body, one of the bodies, or whatever. You know how they just make stuff up on shows, anyways, or whatever. Because he was upstairs, so how would he get a body? But at the same time, you don't really know because this is a show, so they could do anything. But yeah, but we gonna get to. I think we finna talk about. So we about to talk about that now. Now we got a few more before that. Okay, yeah. Donald says talk about kill whoever it is. He want Cal to take out Jason, so he basically agreed with Victoria. Sam ended up asking Max to help him move a package. I thought he was calling to see, was Bobby with him or something, but he was like, Max the only one he trusts. I say he should be because everybody else. But he like, yeah, he need help moving the package, and so Max agrees. I guess the package means Jason. I'm guessing, but yeah, they said it's on the season finale next week. That what's his name? David and Jason, they're gonna have a slim chance of escaping. and they throwing some stuff, some smoke things, and look like the cabin or the house thing they in is caught on fire. I said, look, they done did that storyline before too. Remember they did that to Bobby and Max? They did that to Bobby and Max. No, they sent a was it a drone strike or something they did to Bobby and Max? But I think the place had blew up or caught on fire or something. But yeah. Then we got this Brian dude. This part tripped me out, cause how? Why would you take your little precious time? You done came in this man. You done took out 3 of the guards. Now I just don't see. Donald is a major part of this whole little operation. So the chances of him being gone are very slim. I ain't gonna say they're slim. They're non-existent. Cause if that is him in that bed, he got on the vest. Now he done shot his whole body up based on what it looked like. But you know how they tell stories. Excuse me. But you know how they tell stories on these shows. But yeah, he done went up here. So Brian the officer in the house. At first I thought on the preview, I thought he had his fist up towards Lily. And I was like, what he doing? But now he had the weapon in his hand. So he comes in, she put her hands up. He's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. And she's like, there are 3 guards out there or whatever. And he's like, they're all down. They're all down. So she's trying to talk him down, saying that he gonna die. You are, buddy. This is not over. This is not over at all. But yeah, she trying to warn him, but then it's like she started to think about it. He was like, where is he? And all that. And she's like, he's upstairs. This man. First of all, okay, Lily tells Brian that Donald's upstairs. She says it's going to be bad for him. He tells her to she got a car, get in the car and go. And this is why I said now he done took his precious doggone time going up the steps. But, okay, this is my problem with this. Now you done took down the guards. Now, how you know he don't know about you taking down the guards? More than likely you do, because, he the chief of staff. He's supposed to, some type of alert or something is supposed to go off. Then that's his house. So, especially if they got an alarm system or security or whatever they call it. So, more than likely he know what you just did or whatever. But he was just on the phone with Cal. I was like, I don't know, y'all. They should say that scene for well, I guess not, because they ended last season with Lily shooting the agent shooting her. But yeah, he done went his behind over here after he done told her to get in the car and go and all that stuff. Oh wait, he also said that when she was like, he gonna kill you and everything, he was like, he gonna get him too or whatever. I said, man, look, he went over there, he kissed her, they kissing. They kissing for a little minute. they started kissing. And then he started kissing her on the neck. I said, y'all ain't got time to get busy. He done got plenty. By this time, you over here making out with the lady, kissing on her neck and stuff. He done seen that you took the guards down. I thought he was gonna maybe have a weapon. Now, do that weapon actually carry that many bullets? Or what? But yeah, he done seen out the doggone window that you was there. He done seen you take the guards out. He done played it smooth. He probably got on the vest or something if he is in there. Somebody was in there. I can't think of nobody else that could be, that could have been in the bed, unless he had an agent up there guarding the door or something. I don't know. I just can't see them taking Donald out. He's too connected to all of this. Now, if they did, by some chance, take him out, Cal is fun to take everybody out. That's just what it is. If they did something to this man, Cal is going to get Lily. He been itching to get Lily anyway. And the fact that the dude tried to take out Lily is enough of a reason for Cal to say, okay, because he been ready to be on go. And Donald been the one saying, no, she's off limits, don't touch her and all this stuff. He had to give him permission to even, what was it called, waterboard her or whatever. But yeah, I said, if you don't took this man out, Cal is fun to get both of y'all. But yeah, they won't get far. They definitely won't get far. But like I said, this is Donald we talking about. He too connected to all these storylines. He ain't going nowhere. But again, you never know with this writing. They could actually take him out. But if they do, they gonna have to. There's gonna be some big shoes to fill, because he was the one calling. He was doing more work than Hunter. Hunter over here ain't did diddly freaking squat. He don't never since he came on this show, since the show started, he hasn't done anything. He out here getting high, finna get poisoned. Talking about he ready to go out. I think he was on the preview. Was he on the preview for next week's episode? Talking about he ready to go out. I think he was. I can't remember. But what else happened on the preview? They telling Sharon and Adele they both need to come down to the station. Nancy is being wheeled out, and Miss Jody is like, "What happened?" And the police telling her to mind her business, and she's saying she is my business. Who else they had up there? Simone and Victoria finna get the fighting. Was Alan and them on there? I can't remember if they was or not, but I'm gonna do a whole separate video for that. But yeah, they gonna be throwing the stuff, throwing the little they said something about the smoke things that they gonna be throwing in there. Then they showed like look like it's on fire or whatever. So that must be what they mean when they said that David and Jason gonna have a slim chance of escaping. Now, before this season aired, they had like a spoiler up there that said somehow Alonzo and Jason were gonna be together and they was gonna have a hard time escaping. I don't know if they mean the time at the apartment or what, but yeah, they had that up there. But what else? Did they show Sam? I can't remember. But yeah, I think that's basically it that I wanted to talk about, y'all. Let me make sure though. Yep, I think that's everything. If you didn't know, Zatima returns. Zatima returns March 16th. So this month. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Until next time, deuces.